super shocked and surprised. I've never heard of a mountain lion in town, this close to the actual town.
Well, a neighborhood in Santa Cruz now on alert tonight after a mountain lion was spotted. Police say they have not been able to locate the wild animal. KION's Danya Romero spoke to neighbors as well as the Department of Fish and Wildlife about the potential risks.
People in the Santa Cruz neighborhood are still a bit on edge after learning that the mountain lion that was spotted just a few days ago is still on the loose. And just a few blocks away from where the mountain lion was seen is this trail where a lot of people like to come and hike and walk their dogs, especially during these warmer temperatures. It's not the kind of cat you want to see walking around your neighborhood.
I would probably go nuts if a mountain lion attacked my dog.
The Santa Cruz Police Department posted on Facebook warning neighbors of this mountain lion seen roaming around.
But I do have a 13-year-old child and a dog, so I'm mostly concerned for them and the other pets that are, almost everybody has a dog or a cat around here.
Officials say the wild animal was seen on the 700 block of Frederick Street. Although they are not an unusual sight in California, Matt says in the 20 years he has lived in Santa Cruz, he has never seen one.
I was super shocked and surprised, especially that it was just right 2 blocks away, right over here. I have a very small dog, 20-pound dog, and the first thing I said to my wife was, we need to keep the dog inside until that mountain lion gets caught.
Wildlife experts telling KION that mountain lions are not as threatening as they seem. However, they could harm your furry friends.
The mountain lions are very solitary animals. They don't want to be seen, and so usually they pass through without any trouble. Even though mountain lions are after deer, if a mountain lion sees an opportunity for an easy meal, it just may take advantage of it, right? And that's where the concern for pets comes in. And, it is valid. It does happen.
People like Brooke and Pamela are not as worried.
I think, we're in their territory as much as we are in our own.
And I just hope they find them and just put them back in the woods.
And Ken tells me if you do ever see a mountain lion, to not run away, simply stand tall and make a lot of noise. Reporting in Santa Cruz, Danya Romero, KION News Channel 46.
Wildlife experts say they will not capture the mountain lion unless it goes on someone's property. And if you do ever come across a mountain lion, police say to call 911 right away.